Hey guys, it's Heather and I've got another Stitch Fix today. So it's been about a month since I've done a Stitch Fix and I thought I'd go ahead and get another one, see if they've got anything new in. I did receive a preview of my fix and I declined. There was 8 items in there and I think I declined 5 or 6 of them. So now I have pretty much no idea what's coming. So here is my bundle. I have a small bundle here. I have, I guess, a piece of jewelry, my little note, and it seems a pair of shoes. Let's put that box on the floor so I have some room to work. Let's take a peek at her notes. And it's Brittany again. She says, so happy to style you again. Your preview pics are gorgeous and set the tone for a chic fall fix. Again, I picked like 2 items out of the 8. And I think I only got 5 items today. Okay, now this is going to give a little teaser, I guess. It says, the beige Pistola high-rise crop boot cut jeans you chose will ground so many looks. Try them with the burnt orange Aster cardigan for a warm seasonal palette. For an easy polish, add the brown DV by Dolce Vita flats, okay? And are brand new in our assortment. For a sleek, wearable finish, you also selected a gold Kate Spade Huggies. I guess I did. They're a perfect everyday shine that complements both outfits without overpowering. I also included, let's just not read the rest of it because it's kind of giving everything away. Now, I am actually excited about the shoes, if they're what I think they are, because I have Mary Jane's in lots of colors, but I don't have brown. Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, maybe. These are definitely different. They have, let's just take this off so we can see what the buckle detail looks like here. Okay. They're just a kind of an odd shape, but let's see what they look like on the foot. They are adjustable. It looks like it can go a little bit tighter. And the strap is from the bottom of the shoe, which is unusual. That's bizarre. And they are a size 6.5 for $60. So the more I look at them, the more they're growing on me. Let's just see what they look like on the foot. All right, let's go to the jewelry really quick. I do remember these. These are unique. Now I'm kind of in my silver era right now. A white gold. It's winter and that's what I'm kind of feeling. But these are interesting and I did pick these and they were in my preview. Aren't they unusual? Now they're by Kate Spade, but one side is gold and one side is this green plastic. What is it? Acrylic or whatnot. I thought they were kind of unique for fall. I did actually just recently go through all of my jewelry and there's this little consignment shop that I take a lot of my stuff to, handbags, clothing that I've either tired of or I've outgrown or whatever. And I decided to go through, because they have a small jewelry selection there that could probably use a little zhuzhing. And so I went through all of my costume jewelry and there's actually a couple of pieces of, more real like jewelry that is just very ancient, that is just not, it's not special to me and I won't wear it. So I'm going to take all of that up there and I completely organized all of my jewelry. So now I can see what I have. And what, years ago, I used to do the Rocks box and a few other jewelry collections, subscription boxes as well. And I kind of forgot about half of that stuff. So I chose what I love, and I'm wearing a pair of little hoops right now that were in one of those boxes. Well, I have these in silver and in gold. So I thought, you know what, this would be a something I don't have. They're very small. They're interesting. I don't really like. I do have some larger earrings, like a lot of the Kate. Is it the Kate Spade stuff? I think it was called Kate Spade. I can't remember, but there's quite a few different sizes of those they're all very specific in look. I've got 4 of the same color. I decided to hold on to those for now because in summertime, sometimes I like a little something more colorful, kind of depending on what I'm wearing. So some things were maybes, some things were easy to get rid of, and some things are very special to me. So, and I'm even talking about lower cost jewelry, things that's just costume jewelry that I enjoy wearing, all the way to my very special pieces. So those are unique. I will try them on, and that might actually be something. I've got to figure out how they work. They look like they're maybe stud-like, where the back comes off and pushes on, but that's a That is a unique piece. So far, I like the first 2 items. All right, let's get into the bundle. I've kind of told everybody not to send me denim, blue jeans, because I have an absorbent amount of that. And I actually have sold some of that up to the consignment shop as well. Still have way too many. All right, let's start with, these are the Pistola. They are the Linen High-Rise Crop Bootcut Jeans. So crop will probably be at the top of my foot most of the time. In the color beige, and they are a size 00. They have a lot of stretch. Holy smokes. I do really like this. I think this would look really nice with a black sweater, chocolate cashmere, white crisp button-up shirt, which I've got quite a few of. Even going into warmer months, maybe a chambray shirt, a soft denim shirt, white t-shirt with my black leather jacket that I love, my cropped one. So I think it was last year, I did a jackets video, kind of a crop jackets video, and it's that time of year for me to start bringing those back out again. And I'm actually excited to play with those jackets. It's cold. Right now, this room is freezing. I wish you could feel my hands. They feel like ice. I've got a space heater going into my bathroom. I have central heating and air, but my husband doesn't share the same temperature I do. So I'm going to have to get a little space heater for underneath this desk because this room is ice cold. All right, so far, I'm pretty thrilled with everything I've opened up in here. All right, we have something navy blue. This is the Armor Vert Danielle dress. Okay. It looks like it's going to be a maxi dress. Oh, I didn't tell you. The price of the Dolce Vita flats were $60. The Kate Spade Interlock Huggies are $68. The Pistola jeans are $148. All right, now this one is $118.97. So it definitely needs a steam. It is a kind of a pleated look, but it's got an extra little layer here. So, and it looks like it's going to be 3/4 length sleeves. I don't love that, depending on where it hits. I do like it if it shows bracelets, but and I do tend to kind of pull up like this, but I like to be covered. So, it's worth trying on. Maybe I'll go get a pair of booties and see what that looks like with that. And the material is, let's see, here we go. I pulled it right up. 53% viscose and 47% Eco Vero viscose. Hand wash cold separately, which means gentle cycle, hang to dry in Heather language. I'm not hand washing. All right, then lastly is the Aster Karen cardigan in the color burnt orange, extra small for $98. Well, that is gonna be form-fitting. Holy smokes. Now I do like the collar. I think that's fun. I think I might have needed a bigger size. I have a feeling these buttons are gonna pull. But I do like the detail down the buttons. They're like little, like a dark moonstone, I don't know. And then just a fun little detail. How much stretch is in that sucker? This is gonna be tight. This is gonna be tight. That would probably need to be a larger size. All right, stylist picks come to $492.97. Buy 5 discount, you get 25% off, takes off $123.24. And so my total would be $369.73 if I kept it all. All right, let me do some try-ons, and I'm probably gonna have to run downstairs, and I'm not wearing any shoes right now. I'm wearing some fuzzy socks. I don't want to take my socks off because it's so cold in here. I don't know. Let's see what I do. So I actually have on 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces from my Fix. So this is going to be a pretty quick try on here. The shoes are too big. So they are about 1 size too big. They're super, super long on my feet. That my toes actually come to way back here. That's, whoop. You can see there's way too much space here. So these would have to be exchanged. I did tighten the strap on this foot to see if it would slip off my foot. The strap tightens properly for me, so I can make them tighten up. I did not on this one, it's super loose, but it would definitely have to be sized down. I have on the Pistola bootcut jeans. I think they look great. I think the length is perfect. They are cropped, so they fit me as a full-length pant. As I suspected, this top is too tight. This was in an extra small. I would want this one in a small, but I do actually really like it. Let me pull you up here real quick, closer to the lighting here. It's overcast outside, but I do like the collar. I like the material. I don't know what it is, but it is, for me, a little uncomfortably tight. It just feels like I have no room to breathe. The buttons are pulling a little bit, so I would have to size up in this. Well, this outfit absolutely screams fall. I'll show you the earrings in just a second. Let's go back down to the pants real quick. These are the Pistola Linen High-Rise Crop Bootcut Jean. Leave that over there. So they do have a considerable amount of stretch in them. I do like the color. They're definitely a darker beige, and I do have some cream colored, but I don't think I have anything this color. I will have to go downstairs and take a look. But I do think they fit nice. I see myself with a big, kind of oversized sweater, a cashmere sweater, a chocolate or cream. I kind of really like it. So, all right, let's talk about these earrings. I think they're fun. So if you look, let's see, there's like a little, this ring was my mother's ring. I've been missing her recently and I pulled it out. So if you, oh my goodness, Heather. Okay, there's like a little stud on the end of this back piece here, and then the green acrylic or whatever it is, and then the gold on the back. I think they're a unique, something I don't have. Let's see, this lighting is terrible. That's too bright. Holy smokes. Does this do better? I don't know. I think they're fun. I think they're unique. This outfit screams fall if I ever saw it. I mean, you got burnt orange, beige, green, and chocolate brown. So I think the shoes, if they were a little small, right now my feet feel like boats. And I mean, this is a 6.5, but I think that if I were to keep these, I would have to size down at least to a 6. So, but I do like them. So what are y'all's thoughts? All right. I'm actually going to keep the shoes on. I'm going to try the dress on with those shoes so that I don't have to run downstairs so I can hear my husband on a conference call. So I'll be back in a sec. I decided to just not put the shoes on because they don't look right with this. This is the Armor Vert, what was it called? The Danielle dress. It has pockets. I actually like the way this fits. It's a kind of an empire waist, a deep V-neck with some, detail. It's kind of elastic detail around the neck. As I suspected, the length of the sleeves is in a weird spot, so I would have to pull them up to my elbows, which I don't mind, not this time of year. I could wear a jacket over this. I do love that it has pockets. I like the length, but in my opinion, this doesn't feel like what I should be wearing right now. I don't know. I don't know what it is about it. I guess the material feels too light for this time of year. And the length of the sleeves, but I mean, it would be weird if it was fully long sleeve. Maybe a fully long sleeve that was kind of balloony would be cute, maybe with a longer cuff. I do like a lot of things about it. You can see the detail here on the neck, but in the little poof sleeves. This is a navy blue color. It might be coming off as black on the camera. I just don't think I need this right now. It fits wonderfully. Maybe if, I don't know. My instincts are telling me that this isn't quite right. So let me get back into my clothes because I'm absolutely freezing. So I've just finished watching the footage back, and I've got some thoughts and a hair on my lip. The dress is a definite no. It didn't feel right on. The sleeves were neither too long or too short. It just felt kind of awkward to me, and I think it's too cold for. It's 47 degrees outside. We've been rainy, and it's Halloween today. Happy Halloween. And it has been we've been getting into the low 50s. We're supposed to hit 61 today, I think, and the sunshine's coming out, so I'm thrilled about that. But for the past 4 days, we've been barely touching 52, and the nights have been in the low 40s, and that is cold to me. I have thin skin, and yeah, I don't see myself wearing that out. I would have to wear tights underneath it and a jacket over top of it, and it just wasn't for me. I did run downstairs and grab the only pair of beige colored denim that I have. They're both, so this one is Pistola and this one is Paige. I love the brands. I do actually really like these. These are a wide leg that are more of a trouser type that I currently own, and I don't have a lot of boot cut right now. So I thought these would be fun with a pair of booties underneath it, and I had told you how I was going to style this, you know, the different ways that I would style this, and I did double check. I don't own anything this color, especially in this shape, and I like how they fit. So I'm gonna keep those. The little, I've already packed them back up here, the little Dolce Vita shoes, I actually really liked them. I think they're fun and unique. They are a very severe square toe. They do have them one size smaller, so I think I'm going to exchange them. And I like that there is an adjustability, and they're very different than any of the other Mary Janes that I own. So I thought those were fun. And oh, the earrings, I'm wearing them right now, and I do change out gold and silver. I'm in my silver era. These are definitely more of a fall winter piece to me, but there are days where I might pop a gold necklace on, and I think they're fun and they're something very unique. And I do love my jewelry. I do love to accessorize. I think I like things that are slightly different, but not giant and chunky, if that makes sense. So they're kind of specific. Let me just pull one out real quick. So they are like a stud, but rather than the back piece being just the little piece that goes on the back, you could, I mean, I guess you could do that. You could put a piece on the back and just wear the green. But if you look very closely, there is a little crystal at the very tip of the bottom of that. And then the top is a hole. So you just slide this back on. So you've got a back and front earring. And then you can kind of twist them so that the little gem and the gold peek out from behind the green. And I just thought they were fun, and I am gonna keep those. They're very unique, and I have room in my collection right now. I thought about maybe doing what is this? A perfume, I mean, not perfume. Well, I could do my perfume collection too, but that would take eons. You know, show you how I store my jewelry, not really go through all the pieces, but show you how I store them, what kind of I have in my collection. And I like watching other people's videos that do that. Kind of gives me an idea of how they accessorize. You know, you got handbags, you got your shoes, you've got your jewelry, that type of thing. So, but the last piece was this top, and like I said, this was too tight for me. Let's just see if they even have it as a option for, that is not Google Chrome. If they have it as an option for a size larger, you know, I'm actually not going to bore you with that right now. I'm on the fence. I guess I could try it in one size up. I did think it was fun. It does scream fall, and I have one other shirt that I did get from Stitchfix last year that's similar in color, but I snagged the front of it. It was a thin, and I still wear it kind of casually. I kind of poked that in, but you can see where the pull is. I don't have anything else this color, and I do like this color. So let me know your thoughts. I think this was, I mean, that would mean I'm keeping 4 of the 5, which, you know, then you don't get any kind of a discount. But, you know, the dress I just won't wear. I'm just not going to wear the dress. And the dress would be like the free item, right? Well, where'd it go? Yeah, well, so if I were to get $123.24 off with the buy 5, get 1 free, the 25% off discount, whatever, it does take off $123.24, and the dress was $118.97. But I'm not gonna wear it, so chances are I probably will not get this either. This is called a cardigan. This is more of a shirt, in my opinion. I would not wear this open like a cardigan. Would you? So let me know your thoughts. I hope you guys have a very happy day. Thank you for spending some time with me today. If you haven't subscribed already, I would love if you'd stick around, become a part of my channel, interact with me back and forth, and give this video a like, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.